NFL 24.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Nighthawks of Rio de Janeiro taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cariocas, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Now they'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Davis now. They'll run the screen with Moss. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They need 2. Here's third down. Back to throw. Davis. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. They bring their punter out there now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw. Banks. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Banks. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and taking it across across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Back to throw again. He's got Thomas yet again complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jets' 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They go play action here on first down. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Alexander. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Nighthawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Banks. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. You know, a week ago was one of the best defensive performances I've ever seen. He had 5 sacks. Here we go again.
And he's the type of player that'll keep an offensive staff up all week trying to figure out how to slow him down. But at some point, they just have to take account of themselves and say, I've got to get bodies in front of him so he doesn't disrupt our offense totally.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On first down, Dorsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dorsey. Oh, eluding the tackle. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
14. And the Rio de Janeiro first down.
Here's the option. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Second down and 6 now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. When you talk about this Jets defense, there are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Banks. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Banks. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Here's the Jets punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And 9 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Finley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
1st down.
Davis now on 1st down. And Graham on the ground. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Brandon, that's what I call an oak tree play. That quarterback just stood in there, absorbed the hit, and still was able to deliver the ball downfield.
An extra point try now for Moody. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive, 4 plays. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Banks. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now the Rio offense set to take over. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd down and 3. Up the middle they go. Dorsey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Nighthawks.
17-0 our score after 1.
Jets, nothing.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Davis got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
Looking to throw. Davis. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Nighthawks are able to add on to their first half lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Banks. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow They can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that pace. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
On first down, Banks. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Banks. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Off play action. Banks.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is indeed good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Now, the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
And he probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Slot man moves right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a give right side. Finley. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
And New York set to take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Banks. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Banks. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that'll be taken just outside the 40. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the 2nd quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
And this is caught at the 20. And touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards.
And the Nighthawks are able to widen their advantage.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
Fighting his way through contact.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So out now come the Jets.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
Now the Rio offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a give right side. Dorsey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now Davis on 1st and 10. And Thomas has it. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Davis. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Davis.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Over the middle, complete. That's Taylor. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. 23 yards the pickup there.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Davis.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
Touchdown! A great play there. 36 yards.
And the Nighthawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Throwing to start the drive. Banks. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Banks. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
One more go for this offense in the first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 38.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And that game is tied 10-all in the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home in U.S. Bank Stadium. And they trail the visit.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Jake Moody to kick off.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Here's the Jets offense now, getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Banks. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Banks. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 13 yards. And a real 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Davis throwing on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Nighthawks have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Jets 3.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. New York ready to go again offensively. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
Now the Rio offense set to take over.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dorsey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Nighthawks.
Operating from the gun. Davis. This to Graham on the short pass. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Davis lets this one rip toward Graham.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Banks.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Banks. Incomplete.
Second and 10.
He finds his man. Complete. It's Fletcher. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Banks. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the Rio offense set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun, Davis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Jets' 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line.
1st down.
Back to throw. Davis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off play action. Davis. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bush. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Davis.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side. Finley. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. Dorsey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Looking to throw. Davis. And he's got it. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. 2nd and goal from the 1.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've had
down the numbers. There he goes.
Wrap up.
Still moving.
And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Now the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense can very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Davis. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
27 yards there, a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Finley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper.
A gain of 14. And the Rio 1st down.
Up the middle they go. Dorsey. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
The 22-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Davis. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Yards to go.
Looking to throw. Davis.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now. That last catch good enough for a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Davis looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Now, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got it reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone. But still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And New York set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the gun on 3rd down. Banks.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Banks. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Banks. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st and 10. Banks. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Banks. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Banks. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now the Rio offense set to take over. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a handoff up the middle. Finley, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. End up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go. Dorsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
At the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Rio,
they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.